So, welcome Vibhuti ji. आज क्या चल रहा है? What is happening today?
welcome to you and thank you for joining us. And I was, like आप बता रहे थे कि बहुत सी चीजें हो रही हैं. There is an activity every day. किस न्यूज को कवर करे, किस पे कमेंट करे, पता नहीं चलता. लेकिन there is one news that definitely caught my attention, and that is the Biden ambassador to the UN tells that US is a racist nation. It's official. It's official. Like people are saying, oh, if under Trump, this wouldn't have happened. I understand that part. But the fact that she said it's a racist nation, it takes a lot of heat off India now. I'm a firm believer in the concept of charity begins at home.
Correct.
बहुत हंगामा हो गया साहब. In California Student Association were discussing caste.
Look at that.
मैं तो कहता हूँ कि भाई fix your home first. Charity begins at home.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
And this is another very important thing. I'm a you are a golfer. I'm generally interested in a lot of sports. So I'm a soccer player. I've played soccer at a competitive level, cricket at a competitive level. I have deep interest in soccer. One of my dreams and ambitions is that hopefully before I croak, there is an Indian playing in English Premier League or Spanish Premier League or Bundesliga. This is my ambition. I hope to see some Indian playing there. I see people from all over the world playing in these tournaments. We are the only ones missing.
Correct. Yeah.
So हमारी वो इच्छा है. In the reason why I'm mentioning this is Champions League. You see, Europe is blanketed so sadly with the racist attack on black players is not even funny. And उनका क्या slogan है? Champions League का is the world's premier tournament. Respect.
So the only thing missing. I think they wanted to say respect is missing.
Respect is missing. Exactly. They make monkey calls. The racist fellows make monkey calls. They throw bananas at the black players. It's so shameful and disgusting. So I am for once telling the San Diego School Association, who had a 3-hour Facebook session in lecturing India on caste problems, fix your own home first. And there was a Muslim girl, I think she was leading the discussions. And I wanted to reach out to her that for God's sake, fix your own faith first. It's not a disparaging remark. It's that charity begins at home. Fix your own problems before you lecture others. And that thing I'd picked up from many airline travels, Security drill hota nahi hai. We don't pay attention to that. But one fine day it struck me.
Correct.
That I don't know, whatever I was doing, that message struck me when the air hostess announced that when the cabin pressure falls, oxygen mask will drop. Put it on your face first before you help others. So the people who practice racism, people who practice discrimination, they tell us that you are racist and you are discriminatory. That angers me. To use the American slang, that really pisses me off.
See, most of the Americans were not even aware of caste issues, mostly done by the Pakistani Americans and mostly done by the ex-Hindus, people who were Hindus before, and now they are Muslims or any other religion. They are the ones who are doing it.
Right.
And also, it's not even funny that mostly the Christian evangelists are hopping on to that. Now, coming back to the arms thing, because today it seems that again the Quad is back. Yesterday the Quad was out and today Quad is in. Instead of Quad, it has become a squad now.
Quad is a squad. Quad is a squad.
It's never going to run. It's never going to work. Because the only one odd man out is India. So,
which one? Of kahan I missed out what you said.
In the Quad, which I call it squad now, the only odd one out is India. Because all three are in any way American allies. India is the only one who flies Russian planes.
Yeah. It was like Indians are welcome everywhere. There was the British era thing, we were having a conversation today that the man who turned Hacken Cruise in swastik was the British. Correct. And I said, damn the Brits. They cannot help being interfering in others. So it's a very important thing. But I'll tell you one thing, Aditi, my belief is it is India's time. And India's time, and India has to assert itself. We touched upon this yesterday, that we have to become aggressive. Take the lesson from Mahabharata and Ramcharitmanas. धर्म के लिए राम को भी और अर्जुन को भी कृष्ण को भी युद्ध करना पड़ा था.
No, see, the thing is, you can wake up a sleeping man
Hmm.
with the water, but
Yeah.
you cannot wake up a man who is acting to sleep.
Oh yes.
It's difficult.
There is only one way: light the fire under his cot.
नहीं वो तो फिर फायर ब्रिगेड बुला लेगा.
उठेगा ना.
No,
वो
but
लेटे लेटे तो वहां पे 911 कॉल नहीं करेगा ना वो तो.
see, the ultimately, Biden, what Biden is the ultimate peace snake, and he's going to withdraw his troops from Afghanistan, which is he has confirmed today also again,
Yes.
and he's going to withdraw his troops, which will give a chance to other countries to play. But if those countries are not India, Afghanis will throw them out again. Do that again.
Well, it is funny. I'll tell you what. My concern is very different on this matter. You know, the May 1 date was already May or June ka date to pehle se hi fixed tha. Trump had fixed it and left. The date has now been extended to 9/11. Maybe historical reasons or whatever. The challenge is this: how much space will Pakistan get in Afghanistan? If there is any country, any foreign interference that Afghanistan must reject and repel and throw out, is Pakistan. That's the important part.
The British have given them a gift, Durand Line.
Yeah, Durand Line.
So Durand Line is practically demarked. It's not marked. And so Afghanis and Pakistanis both claim each other's territory. I think
Right.
the new Afghani claim is to claim Balochistan as part of Afghanistan. So which automatically reduces Pakistan by 40%.
जो भी पश्तून है ले लो यार, इसमें क्या है?
And
That's what.
Chinese are only worried about Pakistani brides because there is a severe man-woman ratio problem in China. So they all come to Pakistan to get a Pakistani bride. So just imagine the new children being born there will be Cheepak. Just imagine.
चिपैक और पक्षी जो भी हो.
Whatever.
Whatever. No, it is a very interesting situation. China did the one child policy. बहुत सारे लोग कहते हैं ना कि इंडिया से कंपेयर, all the India haters and communists, they will talk about China ऐसा है, China वैसा है, China is like this, China is like that, and I always say that. Why don't you go back there? Why don't you live there?
The most racist community in the whole world is the Arab community. Whole world. Arab community and the Iranian community. They're the most racist of all.
Is it?
Because if you look at the way they behave with their minorities is the worst. And
Yes.
Pakistan obviously is the biggest human rights violator. And I don't know when they will do that. Maybe probably after Cheepak, they're going to change now. After that, they'll start calling themselves some humanoid race or something.
As it is, Saudi Arabia had banned Pakistanis from marrying in Saudi Arabia. Girls were getting married.
Anybody would ban
Yeah.
them because you don't know what is going to come.
Correct. I don't know how that country exists. It is time for the world to declare that.
No, Bharat ka hi province tha. Someday India has to take back and reject their ideology. And Cheepak, they have to send it to China back again. They can have
I
the
have made
Cheepak.
the suggestion, Aditi ji. I have made a suggestion that वो कहते हैं कि वो अफसाना जिसे अंजाम तक लाना न हो मुमकिन, उसे एक खूबसूरत मोड़ देके छोड़ना अच्छा. करेक्ट.
वो अमेरिका करता है
पाकिस्तान के
इंडिया और
साथ वो
पाकिस्तान के
हो नहीं
साथ.
सकता.
वो एग्जैक्टली
पाकिस्तान के साथ. हाँ?
अमेरिका एग्जैक्टली करता है इंडिया पाकिस्तान के साथ. Because
Yeah.
they're confused when they're talking, when they're fighting. They don't
That's
know.
exactly. So I'm thinking, my point of view is that India must break all diplomatic relationships. People say all economic relationships, all film and all sports relationship with Pakistan completely. Yes, we have no choice of neighbors, but we certainly have choice of friends.
Yeah, but
Israel has survived surrounded by Arab countries without any problem, has one support of America. India is one point, and Israel is a small country, but these guys, India is a big country. It doesn't need in Pakistan. वो
No,
कहते हैं उसको छोड़ना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद थप्पड़ मारने में आसानी होती है. आई एम ऑफ दैट ओपिनियन.
नहीं, मुंबई के सूजे हुए मुंह वाले जो पॉलिटिशियंस हैं,
हाँ,
people with swollen faces, they are hand in glove with the gang from Clifton.
करेक्ट.
So the problem is in India is the corruption at the highest level, which is promoting Pakistan. Pakistan is sustained on drug trade. Everybody knows, and the biggest conduit of drug trade, and people do not know that it's Pakistan.
Yes,
The economy, we all read the official newspapers, GDP of Pakistan, this that. Pakistanis laugh at us, but this is for Wikipedia.
that's right. Not
That is
only
for
that,
Wikipedia.
आपको people may or may not be knowing, but I know that Punjab became drug infested state because Pakistanis used to drive truckloads of drugs and leave it in Punjab. Their entire thing was to destroy Punjab agriculture and Punjab kids. And and I know many people who say this, that Punjabis have become druggies and asylum ka chakkar lekar ke they convert to Christianity, they come and claim asylum here. That is the racket going on in Punjab, such a big time. I have asked several Sikh friends of mine the two things I don't understand about you. One is, despite Indira Gandhi's 1984 massacre that you had, which was uh, done by Congress people, you still are bootlicking of Congress party. Explain to me why. Number two is that how such a proud community who had so many sacrifices made installed Guru Gobind Singh and any number of gurus who have been brutalized by the Mughals. How are these Khalistanis in cohorts with Pakistan demanding a piece of land where everything is sitting in Punjab on the Pakistan side? I don't understand it. I hope somewhere along the line wisdom will come. But you are right. Squad is back. Quad is back. Squad is back. You know, it is very funny. Like it is remarkably funny.
No, in the
These good
China
people.
has built a 393 ship navy, but
Yes.
I had a joke that out of which 50% will be merchant navy ships. But I'm sure they must have put some guns on the fishing trawler or small boats. and
China, who
America
knows? China, who knows, isn't
and
it?
America is getting scared and they're pissing in their pants. Oh, they have a 393 ship navy. I said, no, don't worry about it. Dollars. That's what they did. They sent 200 ships to Japan and Taiwan,
Right.
surround shipping ships. So one American commander said, "Are they giving us targets to practice, or what are they trying to do?" Because
No, they want an excuse to fire away. So one of the trawlers will get hit somewhere, and they will say our navy got attacked.
they can do whatever, but then hundreds will get hit together. What will they say? My half navy disappeared. Is that what they say?
No, it is funny.
No,
It is.
because see, the problem is that Chinese actor. What is the Chinese actor, which is like a funny actor? Oh, what's I
Ah, you're
forget his
talking
name.
about. Oh yeah, yeah. He's a kung fu guy.
Kung Fu guy. They
Jackie
think that
Chan. Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan,
Right.
everyone in the army is Jackie Chan. I said, no, that's just a movie. They use a lot of wires, ropes to hang around. Ordinary Chinese can't even move their waist because they're
No,
eating all crap.
one of the things that they're talking about the fact that Indian army has been fighting battles, not a war, but they have been in a war situation with Pakistan every now and then. And because of the threat of China, Indian army has been fighting fit. Chinese have
But
not fought a war since
no, they
1962.
have been fighting against Tibetan monks.
Right.
They've been fighting. Yeah, Tibetan monks come with a shawl and they come with AK-47. They think they won the war.
That's right.
But our
Exactly.
Jat are like twice the height of Chinese.
Right.
So one thing I also heard, they want to actually follow the movie called RoboCop and and convert dwarf Chinese into 7 feeters. So I was telling somebody in today's target practice, the taller you are, the sooner you're going to get it.
Maybe that basketball player Yao Ming, who was here with Houston Rockets, maybe he will create a new genetic code of heights in
Yeah, they
China.
will have to, for I was reading another report, the Wuhan market report, wet market. It's sad to see the Wuhan wet market. And I don't think so. People who eat that kind of food can fight anything other than viruses.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, it is. It is. Sometimes you are at a loss of words. Generally, I'm not. But there are things that make you feel, what the hell is happening here,
What
right?
the hell? What the hell? Wuhan virus, and I visited now the Australia is also threatening China with the sanctions. I think they've stopped the export.
Yes,
Chinese Australians have stopped the export of iron ore to China.
right.
And do you know which country is the highest exporter of iron ore to China?
Which one is that?
India.
No
So
surprise.
we give them the metal so that they can fire at us.
Right. ना हमारा तो पॉलिसी बिल्कुल वॉप है साहब. लाइक हम अपने रॉ मटेरियल दूसरों को दे देते हैं, वो फिनिश प्रोडक्ट हमसे ज्यादा महंगे में ले लेते हैं हम. आई हैव नो
Uh,
आइडिया हाउ दिस the stupid Congress party ran the whole country, man.
no, and not only do that, they are building guns with those metals, which are
Yes,
going to fire at you.
correct.
They're not building bridges. The bridges they're building with Australian iron ore because Indian iron has a better chemical strength than any other iron ore in the world
Absolutely.
because of
Well,
magnesium. There's some other
my thought
chemicals.
process is that we have been doing TV for a long time. I have been talking about India for a long time. Sometimes लगता है कि हमारे डीएनए में कुछ गड़बड़ है क्या? That thought comes to my mind. हम इतना क्यों सह लेते हैं? Why are
So,
we so, self-inflicted suffering?
no, we are the strongest DNA. It's the most resilient. That's how we do it. We keep stretching it.
Resilience is one part. Resilience is one. देखिए, one author had written an article sometime
Yeah.
back. I know him. He's a very famous name. He said India's Bhutto's 1,000-year war has another 900 years to go. And I replied to him, my dear friend, you're missing the point. Islam won its first 1,000-year war with India by carving out two big pieces of land that went to their Islamic Republic. Same thing can happen again. Their plan is not to demolish India, but balkanize India, break them up. We become refugees in our own home, just as it happened in Kashmir.
No, see, they are the converts from Hinduism, and their attempt their the fight is against Sanatan Dharma, not against Indians. The hatred is towards Sanatan Dharma, and people may believe it or not. People I've said it many times, but what can we do? We can just
The Sanatan Dharma actually is the reason why Christianity and Islam is so against Hindus.
that's the main
Because
point.
our
That's the reason.
Sanatan Dharma is scientific principles. So when Biden said we will deal with international rule-based system, and I believe in science, I welcome that. But now let's take it. You can't have a rule-based law with India separately and not including others in it.
No,
You
the
can't
point is
use the same rule-based laws to discriminate against India, and that's what we have to be careful about.
Biden said it and he forgot it because that was a speech. So
Did I
now
say that?
tomorrow
Did I say that? It's on TV, it's on record. He
he already
said
forgot
he
about
may
it.
have forgotten, but we will remind him of that.
Yeah, we'll try, but he must have already forgotten. Tomorrow he's going to come up with something else because he's just repeating the speechwriter's speech.
Oh, did you see the tweet that came from POTUS Twitter handle,
Yeah,
in which they wished everybody Happy New Year? And
right. I
did
saw
you
your
see the
comments
thing
on that.
Happy
Yes.
Bengali? Happy Bengali Tamil Vishu. And then the Siam and other countries, but no mention of Hindu, no mention of India. Whereas Bengali, Tamil, and Yeshu is all happening in India.
See,
Vishu.
the point is that the US government has now is now openly running in the hands of the propagandists, and the point is that the systemic racism against Hindus in America is the biggest problem. So when they say America is a free land or something, not for the Hindus,
Not for them.
not for the Hindus. Uh, South America, nobody is talking about it nowadays. Did you hear that? There is no
Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
In fact, South America is blacked out. I think that it's just its own island now.
yeah.
Only the Spain and Portugal hear their stories right now.
That's right. That's right.
I
It's
don't
it's
know.
it's amazing. It's amazing, but it's a very challenging time, and I have been very vocal about it. That it's time for us to spread the word of Sanatan. It's so important because if we don't do it now, it will not happen 10 years later. We would have missed the bus.
Yeah,
Well,
most
most
of
critical
us are.
thing is to catch the wave now because देखिए चाइना को मैं थैंक यू बोलता हूँ to give the Wuhan virus, because this has taught the world that no religious magician is now working, right? The virus cut across all barriers of gender, color, race, you know, country, rich and poor. Everybody got screwed equally, whoever it is, right? So many 2.9 million people are dead.
China taught the whole world, but China did not learn anything.
Right? And China got that data nobody knows. That's the whole thing. You see,
Nobody knows. Nobody
nobody
knows.
knows the data. Chaliye?
So, thank you all for joining, and we'll come back
Yes.
soon with this third show.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Thank you very much.
Namaste.
And this is fun time. This is fun time. It is important to treat the news with, in a potpourri fashion. Then let's laugh about it. Seriously funny. That's right.
And do subscribe. Let me know what you think, and Vibhutiji and I will continue our laughter sessions.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't take it
We are not
seriously.
comedians of the kind that you are used to in American talk shows, but we are getting there. We will get there until we get the joke writers for us.
Yes, it's seriously funny. So in
Seriously
the
funny.
sense that not CNN, CNN is all you know what it is, and Fox News you know what it is. So this is really different. It's from our community and our world perspective.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, everybody.